What's our intro?
Of our podcast? I don't even remember the name of our podcast.
The Chosen Ones.
What is the name of our podcast? Look it up. Do you have it on your phone?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Unbelievable.
The Duo Show or something like that.
The Double Dose Show.
Wow. Clearly we haven't done a show in a long time.
March 18th.
Dang.
Okay.
Okay, what's the name of the episode?
Oh. This is the episode about nothing. Welcome back to the Daily Dose with Cindy and Tina. Or Tina and Cindy. We had a hard time coming up with something to talk about today. Which is weird because we can talk.
Well, we can talk about a lot of stuff. Just probably not stuff that we want to put on our podcast.
Yeah.
So we went to Nashville.
Yes, we did.
A couple weeks ago.
With our hubbies, it was fun.
Yeah, we had a good time, although it was too cold. We had all these cute little outfits, like dresses and boots and all these cute little things we were going to wear, and it was too cold for all of it.
Wah, wah.
So we had to wear jeans every night, which was fine.
But they were
cute. We still looked cute. But it wasn't as fun as we wanted it to be. I mean, the dressing wise, but we had fun. Yeah, it was good. So we went to all the different bars, and one of them was Jelly Roll, and it was a good bar. It was a fun one, and they had tattoo artists there, and Cindy and I have been wanting to get a tattoo. So tell them you talked me into
Again.
She's always talking me into stuff. Go ahead. I'll have to tell what our husband said afterwards.
Oh, yeah. So we went to just look at the tattoo place.
Because we knew what kind of tattoo we wanted.
No one was waiting.
It
was an unavoidable opportunity.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. And it was
and they had
minimum $150, which is pretty good.
Yeah, well, I thought it was a little pricey for what we got, but whatever.
Yeah.
It took them
5 minutes.
Yeah, it was so fast.
Because there were two guys there.
Yeah.
We picked the same one. It's something that we've always been wanting, and it sort of signifies where we're from, which is Arizona. And so the most popular or most common thing in Arizona that's not other places is the saguaro.
Or if you're not from here, the saguaro. You can't see mine.
I can't tell if you can see mine or not.
It is a... We'll put a picture in there for those of you who are watching the video, but for you who are not watching the video...
It's on our wrist, inside of our wrists.
Yep.
On the right side of the inside.
Hers is almost on the side.
Yeah.
Mine is not.
Anyway.
I have a wider wrist. And my cactus is also a little fatter than hers. I don't somehow... Hers
mine's tall
turned out
and skinny.
And mine's fat.
We had fun, and I came back, and we showed our husbands. Mike knew you were dating it, right?
He suspected. I didn't tell him.
No, we didn't tell our husbands.
No.
We just went up there and said we were going to go.
He just knows me well enough.
And he said, Mike, her husband goes, why don't you guys just go check out the other Jelly Roll's wife's.
Yeah,
like each,
Bunny.
There's a floor, several different floors, and there's a different band on each one. Yeah. And he said, go check out Bunny's bar. So we went and checked it out, and it was not happening. There was nothing going on.
Yeah, anyway.
So we left, and we went to the tattoo parlor, and we came out with tattoos. Yeah. So I went down and I showed Steve. I go, look. He goes, is that real? And I said, yeah. And he goes, Cindy always gets you into trouble.
Did he say that? I didn't know he said that.
You didn't hear that?
No.
And I'm like, what? And then I almost felt bad. I'm like, what? You don't like it? He goes, no, it's fine. I was like, oopsies. It's a good thing I didn't ask him ahead of time because he probably would have convinced me not to. That's okay. And then the other day he said, you can hardly even see it. I don't think he's fine with it.
I didn't want to show my mom just because I didn't want to.
She's afraid of her mom still.
I'm afraid of her. She's very nice. I also did something fun.
Oh, yes.
And I have video to prove it. I rode a bull. A mechanical bull.
A real bull. She's a real cowgirl now. I could have done it too, but I don't know why I didn't want to do it.
I don't know why you didn't either.
Something was...
Were you off?
Yeah, I think I might have been off. It was too cold. I couldn't do anything. I was grumpy because it was cold.
I was kind of scared to do it because you see people that like fly off those things.
Well, but we talked to the guy ahead.
Yeah, I talked to the guy ahead of time and said, please take it easy on me. I'm an old lady. And he did. He took it very easy to the point it was boring. And I got tired.
I had to tell her. She was holding on with two hands. I go, no, you got to put your arm up. Woo!
And I did.
It's good video though. It looks really good.
Yeah, it's cute. It was fun too. And after what, like was it 3 minutes?
It was longer than they normally do it.
Yeah, definitely, because he was so easy. But I just jumped off because I got bored and tired. And my legs were so shaky from holding in on the bull.
Squeezing that bull.
Yeah, I was squeezing tightly. Anyway, that was fun. Never done that before.
No. Me either, and I don't know if I ever will. I don't know, I just think after we did that crazy reel, we were trying to do this thing, and I had my husband come in to spot me, and he didn't. I fell on my head. I kind of said to myself, you know...
Let's take it easy a little more easy.
Don't do stupid things anymore.
So we've been making reels, we've been traveling a little bit. So we haven't been on in a month or so. Well, actually we did.
Oh. I think this kind of got us.
Yeah, it kind of was a demotivating thing that happened. We recorded a podcast a while back, and I can't even remember what it was about, but we recorded it 40 minutes, and it was good. It was dang good.
So why can't we remember what it was?
I don't know, because it's the past. We don't need to remember it, but we get over it. We go to the kitchen to start watching it. No sound. Nothing. Just us with our lips moving. Nothing.
Couldn't read the lips.
And I tried everything I could think of to make it work, but it just didn't work. So we okay, let's go back and record it again.
That's right. We did it twice.
Yeah, we did. So we go back in, recorded it again. Why did we not test it?
I don't know.
Why did we not test it?
I don't know.
30 minutes. That one was even better. We did so good. And I was having a great hair day.
Yes, I remember her saying that. I was having a really good hair day. And I was like, yeah, you were.
But again, get it to the kitchen and nothing. It's very frustrating when you work so hard on something for 30 minutes.
It's stressful.
It's stressful. It's like, it's a roller coaster ride. It's up, you're just having fun, you get to the kitchen and
then you're bummed.
So we gave up. I'm not proud to admit that.
What we decided we're going to talk about is just funny and relatable things that have happened in our old age. We're not really old.
No, but we do have experience.
Yes, we do.
And wisdom.
So our first question is, Cindy, what's one thing about menopause no one warned you about but should have?
I think the surprising one was just the aches and pains. I think nobody told me that my shoulders would hurt, my hips would hurt, my elbows would hurt. Just everything is like my doctor told me I had arthritis all over my body.
But what was it?
It was low estrogen. I started taking my estrogen and it all, like within a week, within days even, it all disappeared. Nobody warned you about that.
Well, I think too that not everybody has that.
Well,
so
true.
it's hard.
Yeah,
that's the thing about the menopause. There's so many symptoms. What they say, like 40, there could be 40 some symptoms.
So many, yeah.
And so no two people are going to have the same symptoms.
Yeah.
So it's hard to, like my mom, I don't know, from what I knew, all she had was hot flashes. But I don't know if that's true or not. She just never talked about it, you know?
Yeah.
So for me, it's the anxiety.
Oh, yeah.
Because that is so far from my personality that I was just baffled at what was going on. I've always been one of those people who is like, well, that's the way it goes. Let's just move on, you know, or God will take care of it. But that was just uncontrollable. I couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah. That's hard when it's uncontrollable.
So I went on medication for that. I am on estrogen as well, testosterone, but I still don't think I can go off my medicine. Sometimes the hormone replacement doesn't cure everything.
Oh no.
So
Yeah, sometimes there's just issues that your body has.
So. That was not a fun question, though.
No, it wasn't very
What's
fun.
the most ridiculous thing you've done while having a hot flash? I don't really get them anymore.
Oh, I
get
got
the
them a
night
lot.
sweats, but I don't get hot flash.
I guess the worst thing was like in a meeting, just your forehead
I guess if you're
sweat, like your face turns red, or my face would turn red, my chest would be red. I'm like so hot.
Yeah.
From the inside out.
All right, which anti-aging product or trend did you fall for and now regret? All of them.
Anything that said they would get rid of a wrinkle
or
cellulite
spots, or I tried them all.
Yep.
Especially the crepey skin one. I'll have to say that's the one. That was I was desperate to get rid of. Like, I understand, wrinkles aren't always that bad. They're symmetrical and they're like, but man, that crepey skin, that says old.
Yeah, it does.
Nothing works. And I every once in a while I'll start to fall for it again. And somebody will say, new thing. I'm like, no, Tina, it doesn't work.
And Instagram knows us.
Oh, of course.
It knows that we're that age that we probably have that stuff going on.
Yeah.
And it slams you with those ads.
And of course, they're before and afters, like beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what phrase instantly makes you roll your eyes? Like age gracefully.
Well, I don't like that one either. Age is just a number.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
It's a number, but mine's a high number. I don't like the negative aging ones, like you're too old for this or that.
Oh.
Or what makes it like your kids go, you don't know. And you're like, but I do.
My mom says, you should be careful doing that. Your bones are old now.
And I never have actually heard this personally from anybody, but you shouldn't wear that.
Yes.
At your age. I have not heard it personally, but I know that because nobody probably has the guts to tell me I shouldn't wear it. They know I'm just going to do it anyway.
Nobody's told me that either, but
you hear that you'll see it in like things on Instagram or whatever, and social media. You'll see, you shouldn't be wearing this, and I think it's not as bad as it used to be, but.
No, I feel like we've come a long way.
Yeah, I think it's getting a lot better. I think our children, your daughter, I don't have any daughters, but I have daughter-in-laws, it's going to be much easier for them.
Yeah.
We've paved the way. We are the pioneers. What do you secretly or not secretly hate about modern gym culture or fitness influencers? Ooh, I got some good ones.
Oh, for the influencers?
Mm-hmm. The lies that they tell. Like, I saw one the other day that I wanted to message the girls. She's like, lose 9 pounds in 7 days with my diet. And I'm like, 1, that's unhealthy. 2, that's unrealistic. And then she goes on to say how she'll just, basically what she said is, I'll get you to lose your body water. She's like, I can give you this and this and this, and it'll flush you out. And I'm like, we don't,
You don't want to get rid of your water.
And it's just.
Unless you have a huge over bloating issue.
Yeah.
Swelling.
All kinds of those out there. Oh, you want a flatter tummy in 6 weeks? Join my ab class. Oh, your abs are not going to go flat because you do sit-ups. They'll just have nice muscles under the fat. That kind of stuff.
It's April 1st, time to get your beach body.
Yeah.
In 6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah, all of that. I don't go to a gym anymore, so I don't really know what the gym culture is like. And the gym I did go to was all old people my age, so I don't know what the culture. I go to a bigger one, and there are younger people there, but I just feel like it's a normal gym. You also go during the day.
That's
right.
Yes, that's true.
I think the gym culture probably happens after work when all the young singles are in there. The men are puffing up. The girls are showing wedgies, and I don't think I could handle that.
That is one part of the culture.
Yeah,
and not every woman does it.
I have some like that have a little bit of stretch.
Yeah, but I see some.
That looks like they got a wedgie all the way up to the butthole.
There's total separation.
Yeah. Like you can see the seam in between.
It can't be comfortable.
No.
And then just dressing very provocatively. Yes.
Yeah. And I have a home gym, so it doesn't matter what I wear.
Yeah.
But anytime I would go out to the gym, I would either have on a t-shirt if it was a short bra, or I'd make sure the bra and the pants met.
Yeah.
You know, like a long line and a high waist.
Yeah, that's what I do. I don't like to have the gap.
I mean, a little gap's okay.
I don't like the gap.
Get rid of the gap.
Why? It's because if I'm lifting or doing sit-ups or
it'll
something,
come up.
it comes up, and then you've got this thing here bulging out.
You have nothing bulging out.
Well, it doesn't. Even if I don't have anything, I still just sticks out. It's like I have a whole.
And you know, we think everyone's looking at us too.
They are.
Oh. All right. What's something younger women think they know, but they have no clue about until they hit 50? So it's something that they think they know.
Well, I mean,
they think they know what it's like
everything.
To be old. Oh, I got it. How to raise their kids.
I was just thinking that. I don't have grandkids yet, but
They think they know everything they're doing is perfect and right, and they're going to find out eventually that it didn't matter. That, you know,
the things you think you should care about,
they're not the important things. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not bad things.
No,
they're
just
not
general.
Things you needed to stress over.
Yeah, exactly.
So, what's the one thing you're doing now that you never thought you would do and you love it? Good question.
I do a lot now that I used to not do, but oh, I know. Going to bed between 8:30 and 9:30.
True. Oh, and to me, I was never a routine person.
Oh,
And I really, now since the kids are all gone, I guess I had no way to be one. If I wanted to be sane, I had to just roll with the kids and roll with the punches and whatever was happening and go with it. And now that I don't have to do that, I like my little routines. I get up in the morning and I have my coffee and I and then I do this and then I go work out and then so I think, and I love it. But before I was not like that. I didn't.
Yeah, and if we do anything to throw us off that routine,
I don't like it at all.
Oh, it's a crisis situation.
It is.
That's definitely stuff that I thought I would never, because when I was young, I wanted to be wild and spontaneous and free and go to bed at 1 a.m. and party the whole time, and no. Okay, what's one rule for women over 50 that you think is absolute BS?
Well, don't wear short skirts, don't wear bikinis. It's all about clothes for me.
Well, and I think that some of the things that I've heard in my life is don't lift heavy weights. And don't jump. Just things that you should be lifting weights, maybe not
you don't have
500 pounds.
Right, but you progressively go to your limit. I feel like you're not supposed to have fun,
Right, be composed and mature.
I mean, that's my mother. It's so funny when I think of some of the things, like I've never saw my mother sit with her legs up on a chair or something.
Like in a recliner or something?
No, but like I sit, I sit on my leg. She never did that. She was always so prim and proper.
Yeah. Huh.
She was the 50s
housewife
all around.
Wow. All right. If you could say one thing to your 30-year-old self, what would it be? Where was I even at 30?
Well,
1987.
Here it goes again. This is the biggest thing for me because when I was in puberty through whatever, I stopped having periods or whatever, when perimenopause, periods were nothing to me. I hardly had any flow. I never had cramps. I probably had mood swings, but I didn't think I had mood swings, but ask people around me, maybe I did. None of that happened to me. It was a smooth sailing. And so menopause was a big, big shock to my system because I just figured I'd be going through life fancy-free.
Yeah.
But so that would be the thing. I'd have to tell myself, look, get help right away. Don't wait. Don't wait. Get it.
Yeah. And I think mine would be don't care so much about what people think.
Oh, that too, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I lived my life by, and it had a lot to do with my position, work-wise, and later on my husband's position, but watch every little thing you do and say.
You still do a lot of that.
I do. I still do some of it. It's habit and...
It's okay.
Yeah.
I still love you.
But no, I don't care anywhere near as much as I used to. And I just wish that young lady had that kind of mentality. Just have some fun.
Yeah.
I thought I was having fun, but I was not having fun. Okay. All right. What's your midlife power move? Something that makes you feel confident as hell.
My muscles. Yes,
Definitely.
The fact that we're fit and healthy, and you know, so many times like when we went on vacation, you can't help but people watch because they're everywhere, and I'm just looking at so many people are struggling to get out of their chairs, and the canes, and the people our age, they're overweight, and they're like waddling around. I'm like, some of them I couldn't believe they could be there.
Yeah, how do you take that vacation?
Yeah,
there's a lot of
walking, but yeah.
And we walked pretty much everywhere that we went. We walked a lot.
Everywhere. We took an Uber only at night.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be also my midlife power move is the strength training. And it's life-changing, and it's the most important thing of my life. I mean, other than God and family.
Yeah.
It is so important, and it changes everything.
I wish women our age would realize that.
Yeah.
I think so many of them look at the thinking, wow, I don't think I can do that now because what's the point now? And it's just so wrong. I mean, I've seen on Instagram people who started in their 70s.
Yeah.
And they look great.
Yeah.
You can still do it. As long as you can move, you can do it. And you get better.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly right. Okay. Let's hear some wisdom, Tina.
Okay, let me give you my wisdom.
What's something that used to stress you out, but now you just laugh about it?
I used to stress that my kids were not enjoying their life. Well, like high school. Because to me, life was being super involved in your high school, and you know, I was a cheerleader, I went to every dance, and I wanted to be involved, and I just did all the things, and none of my kids were like that. And I learned it with my first one, and I guess I don't really laugh about it now, but I don't stress. So they're different personalities.
Yeah.
Plus they're boys, and boys aren't as involved as girls, but usually.
When you said that, that triggered a memory for me. I remember when my daughter was in like kindergarten, first grade, and I would go to the school and volunteer, and I noticed that she just kind of hung out by herself a lot. And I had a conversation with her. I was like, who is your best friend? Who's your friend in school? I don't have friends, is what she said. Like, what? How can you not have friends? You have to have friends. I'm an extrovert. I had friends out the wazoo, always.
Yes, me too.
and here's my little introvert daughter that I didn't know she was an introvert at the time. She's perfectly happy. Just
that's the way my oldest was too.
Just talking, communicating with people here and there. She was fine.
Yeah.
That was hard to get past.
Yeah. Took me all the way to high school.
Yeah. I thought about it a lot, but then she got better when she was older. She had some friends. I was so filled with anxiety about it. All right. What do you think is the biggest gift of getting older?
Wisdom.
Yes, I totally agree with that. Wisdom.
Realizing it's all going to be okay.
Yeah. And I can't help but get to this point in my life and not have experiences.
Right. You have experiences to look back on.
Yeah.
And go, yeah.
No, not to do that again.
Yeah, or that's going to be okay. Like when you see the kids, my grandkids, and you know, one of them will say, "Oh my gosh, this so-and-so's kid can do this and my kid can't." And I'm just like, just wait. Just wait. And you know, I even had that by the time I had my fourth one. You know, I remember people are like, Chad can read full books at first grade. I'm so stressed. My son can't. I said, just wait till second grade. Everybody's going to catch up. And they did.
I just think even like financial things and relational things.
Yeah,
and
everything.
You learn, and definitely wisdom is the flower in the cap of age.
Yes. Alrighty. So that's our wisdom for the day and our ideas. We're glad you guys came.
Yep. Be sure and like and subscribe if you haven't already.
And share it with a friend. Yeah. All right. Talk to you later.